go to next problem. Find the Fourier transform of f of x is equal to mod x where minus 1 less than x less than 1 and 0 otherwise. So f of x has a non-zero value mod x in the interval minus 1 to plus 1. Now the formula for Fourier transform is f cap of omega is equal to 1 by root of 2 pi integral minus infinity to infinity f of x into e raised to minus I omega x dx. We know that f of x is mod x and mod x is in the interval minus 1 to 1. So we can convert the limit of the integral as minus 1 to 1 f of x is mod x e raised to minus of I omega x dx. Now we have to integrate this function, but there is no formula for the integral of mod x. So we have to write the definition of mod x. What is mod x? Mod x has a definition like this. Mod x equal to x where x greater than 0. That means for positive values of x, mod x is x itself. And mod x equal to minus x where x less than 0. For negative values of x, mod x equal to minus x and x equal to 0, mod x equal to 0. So this is the definition of mod x. So we have to split the total limit minus 1 to plus 1 in two intervals. First one is the positive side. Positive side is first one negative side minus 1 to 0 and then 0 to 1. So minus 1 to 0 mod x into e raised to minus of I omega x dx plus integral positive side 0 to 1. So total limit is minus 1 to plus 1. Now we have to write 1 by root of 2 pi. Then this is the negative side. For negative values of x, what is mod x? Mod x is minus x. So we have to write in integral minus 1 to 0 mod x is minus x into e raised to minus of I omega x dx plus integral 0 to 1 means this is the positive side of x. So mod x becomes x itself, integral 0 to 1 x into e raised to minus I omega x dx. Now we have to integrate this function. Then 1 by root of 2 pi is common for both the terms. Apply integral uv rule or chain rule of integration. uv rule or chain rule of integration. So in this case, take the polynomial function as first function. 1 by root of 2 pi is common. 1 by root of 2 pi into then integral minus 1 to the first function. This is the first function and this is the second function. This is the second function. First function into integral of second e raised to minus of I omega x divided by the coefficient of x is minus of I omega. First function in integral of second minus derivative of first. Derivative of first is derivative of minus x is minus 1. Then integral of second e raised to minus of I omega x divided by minus of I omega the whole square. So the integration of the first term is over within the limit integral minus 1 to 0 plus. Next second term 0 to 1. Integrate in the same manner. Take x as the first function and e raised to minus of I omega x as the second function. So first function into integral of second e raised to minus of I omega x divided by minus of I omega minus derivative of x is 1. Integral of second is e raised to minus of I omega x divided by minus of I omega the whole square. So the integration of second term is also over and the limit is from 0 to 1. Then and 1 by root of 2 pi is common for both the terms. 1 by root of 2 pi is common for both the terms. Now substitute the upper and lower limits. First term put x equal to 0 in the substitute the upper limit. That is 1 by root of 2 pi. 1 by root of 2 pi. Then first term vanishes, 0 into something, first term is 0. Then minus minus plus e raised to 0. E raised to minus of I omega into 0 becomes e raised to 0. Then divided by minus 1, the whole square is plus 1. What is I square? I square is minus 1. So minus of omega square. That is the substitution of upper limit. Then substitute the lower limit. Upper limit minus lower limit. Put x equal to minus 1. X equal to minus 1 means minus of minus 1 plus 1. Then e raised to minus of I omega x into minus 1. So plus I omega e raised to I omega divided by minus of I omega. Then minus minus plus e raised to I omega divided by minus 1 the whole square is plus 1. I square is minus 1 minus of omega square. So the upper and lower limits of first term is over. Then plus substitute the lower limit, upper limit for the second term. Put x equal to 1 into e raised to minus I into omega into 1, that is e raised to minus of I omega divided by minus of I omega. Then minus e raised to minus of I omega divided by minus of omega square, that is the upper limit, minus lower limit. Lower limit, put x equal to 0. First term becomes 0. Second term is minus e raised to 0 divided by minus of omega square. Then 1 by root of 2 pi is common for both the terms. Okay, now the simplification of these terms. First term is 0, e raised to 0 is 1. First term becomes minus 1 by omega square. Then minus plus e raised to I omega by I omega. Second term is e raised to I omega by I omega. Next term is minus again plus e raised to I omega divided by omega square. Next term is minus e raised to minus I omega divided by I omega. Minus e raised to minus I omega by I omega. Next term is minus plus e raised to minus I omega by omega square. E raised to minus I omega by omega square. And the last term, this minus plus, then 1 minus is already in the outside. So minus of e raised to 0, 1 by omega square. Minus of 1 by omega square. Now we can simplify. Then combine the like terms. So minus 1 by omega square and minus 1 by omega square, we can write it as 1 by root of 2 pi. It is minus 2 by omega square. Then next term, I omega. I omega is common for both the terms. We denominator term I omega. So we can write it as, then this is plus, we can write e raised to I omega, not e raised to I omega, it is I omega only, I omega, numerator e raised to I omega minus e raised to minus I omega. This is the combination of these two terms. Then finally omega square in the denominator. There are two terms with omega square in the denominator. Combine these two terms, we can write it as, the denominator is omega square, the numerator e raised to I omega plus e raised to minus of I omega. Okay. Now we can write that is equal to, and we have a formula like this, e raised to I omega minus e raised to minus of I omega divided by 2I is equal to sine omega, and e raised to I omega plus e raised to minus I omega divided by 2 is equal to cos omega. We have two formulae like this. These two formulae are already given as the starting, in the starting. So we can substitute 1 by root of 2 pi minus 2 divided by omega square plus Then e raised to I omega minus e raised to minus I omega by 2I is sin omega. So in denominator 2 is absent. So we can write it as 2 into sin omega divided by omega plus. This is e raised to I omega plus e raised to minus I omega divided by 2. Here 2 is absent. So we can write it as 2 into cos omega divided by omega square. Now 2 is common in the numerator. We can take it outside. Then we can take omega square as the common LCM. So we can write it as 2 divided by root of 2 pi into minus 1. Then you have to multiply this term numerator by omega. It is plus omega sin omega plus cos omega divided by omega square. Take omega square as LCM. That is root of 2 divided by root 2 is root 2 in the numerator, root of 2 by pi, then omega sin omega plus cos omega minus 1 divided by omega square is the Fourier transform of mod x in the interval -1 to +1.